Yeah.
that your 8 half pans of mac and cheese feeds 200 people.
Yep.
That's 10 pounds of noodles, right?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
What do you mean?
Like, what, when you do a buffet, like, what serving utensil do you throw out there?
Just a regular serving spoon?
Like
It's not a portion spoon.
Oh, like a portion spoon? Like
It's not a portion spoon.
Oh, it's not
it's
a portion
regular, like what you would have in your kitchen, just a regular serving spoon.
It just doesn't seem like 10 pounds of noodles is enough for 200 people.
It's 50 pounds of mac and cheese.
Completely understand that it's more once you put all the ingredients in it. I'm just saying the amount of noodles just doesn't seem to add up.
Roughly is what we figure. Okay. JT says approximately 50 per full pan. I guess how deep is your full pan?
Normal one you can get at Sam's Club.
People in fucking Sam's Club. The normal ones at Sam's.
Whatever, Gordon's. Actually, if you buy a case at Gordon's, it's cheaper than Sam's. Found that out.
Well, which ones? Which full pans? How deep?
The Jif foil ones.
Oh, I don't use those. I use Gordon Choice.
Well, Gordon's Choice are $68.
Because they're thicker too.
They are.
I have awful time with the Jif foil pans. I've tried them a few times and I will never use them again. Why'd you get all quiet?
I'm just thinking.
This is what we figure for all our catering stuff. I think we have run out of mac and cheese once. And typically we don't put our mac and cheese at the front of the line. We put it at the end of the line. So plates are usually already full by the time they get to the mac and cheese.
Mm.
Because we don't want to be somewhere where we have regular customers and then they start with a plate full of mac and cheese and then put a scoop of pork or brisket on top of it. And all of a sudden everybody else starts doing it because they did it. So, yep. Order of, we've talked about this a lot of times. Order of the buffet matters.
So, yeah, it does for sure.
So yes, a normal sized.
But I thought your
scoop of mac and cheese is, yeah.
I thought your sides go before your meat, so you don't run out of meat.
No, I'm never concerned about running out of meat because we always bring extra, anyways. We always buffer meat. Because then I got my buns in a weird spot. So typically, I'd rather the bottleneck be at the front of the line because you already have people, as people are getting like a roll or whatever. People are also trying to get plates off a pile and getting their silverware around. So we put all our silverware at the front of the line too. Because it's easier to grab it with an empty plate. You can stick it in your pocket versus when you've got a full plate that you're trying to balance and trying to grab napkins and forks and stuff. So we do all that at the beginning.
Cool.
Yeah. And then, yeah, our side's based on popularity. Least popular to most popular. So, but yeah, for coleslaw and stuff, we usually figure quarter cup-ish.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Especially when we're at 3. I mean, 3 sides is a lot. Yeah, it's a huge menu. So, but yeah, 200 per batch generally hasn't let us down. JT says cold sides first, then least popular hot sides, then most popular hot sides before the meat, and brisket last or ribs last. I've never done ribs for catering, and I will not do ribs for catering. At least not until I have some sort of mass cooking device that I can manage that. But and then buns, service utensils, etc. at front, and sauce at the very end. Yes, on that part. But yeah, I don't mind having the meat at the front. like I said, we're always a little bit heavier when we're bringing. We're probably closer to a third of a person, and when we do double meat, we're usually bringing full head count for each meat, generally speaking, just to help account for some of those heavy hands. And I mean, our prices are fair and priced accordingly. So, yeah. Unless someone specifically says, I'd like pork for 60 people, brisket for 85 people, and then we will give them exactly what they've asked for. JT says, well, I have several mass cooking devices. Yeah, me doing ribs for 100 people doesn't really work. So what's a serving for ribs, Skippy, for catering?
Depends if they have another meat. If they don't, it's 3. If they do, it's 2.
Okay.
Third rack a person.
Yeah.
I've done ribs, I think 3 times. I had one person specifically request baby back ribs.
Ugh.
I know.
Get bent.
I said I told her I was sorry. Hopefully they were good.
I'm sorry. I hope they were good.
They just taste like a pork chop with a bone in it. I mean,
what? God, Bernie, I had to read that thing 3 times the first couple sentences to make sure I wasn't screwing it up in my head. All right, Bernie. Sauce at the front, plates at the end, silverware in the middle, rolls on the floor. Keep things interesting.
rolls on the floor.
Got my rolls on the floor.
Play hide and seek. Play hide and seek with the rolls.
Yeah. But anyways. Yeah. So we yeah. You were clacking away over there. What did you doing?
Just talking my schedule.
Oh. Gotcha.
Have you ever had? Oh, are you leaving? You're taking it.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, okay then. Is that a purple one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind, so
right.
So I was asking.
Good job. Good job on the color recognition.
Anyway, so I did have something interesting happen this week or last week. It was, somebody told me that they'd like me to deliver food this coming Wednesday, May 1st. I said, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Previous customer. So I said, same thing. She's like, yep, that's fine. So I sent her the invoice. She paid it. We're good to go. Right?
Yep. Good to go.
Never good.
Not good to go?
No, she emailed me or texted me the next day and said, hey, I know I asked you about May 1st, but they switched it to May 8th. Are you able to do it then? I'm like, I don't know how, but I'll try. Because I have a lunch rally from 11 to 3, and she wants food at 11:30. So, got to come have somebody run the truck for a couple hours.
Yeah. So, what's your busiest day that you think you have? How many events are you doing one day?
Oh, absolutely a Saturday for sure. Well, right now it's tied for a Friday, Saturday.
How many?
3.
Like, and it once 3 in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we have a festival and we're doing 2 drop-offs during that.
So I have a festival and I have 2 people coming to pick up food from the festival.
So we have the festival, 1 person coming to pick up, and then we have a delivery in like 3 towns over. That I'm pretty sure I'm going to have Caleb drive up to Newego just to pick up food and then drive back, and that's his day. So, yeah.
So do you still pay him his hourly wage? Drive time?
Yeah, for that I will. Okay. He doesn't get paid to drive to the trailer for normal service.
No, I know.
But for that day, yeah. Since he's going to have an hour drive each way. So, yeah, I'll make sure he gets he'll get paid for his drive time that day. And it's catering, so they're not going to tip, so I'll feel bad. Well, that's a touchy subject for you, Skippy.
Hmm.
You know, Skippy, if you didn't take tips, you wouldn't be all butthurt about it. I don't even notice when people don't tip anymore.
Oh, I just noticed for my big events for my helpers. That's all.
Yeah. We should kick him an extra $50 for the day.
I did.
Well,
But she
good
didn't
job.
tip.
Good boy.
The thing is I don't pay hourly wages for private events. I pay a flat fee.
Mhm.
So I'm already paying them more than, I mean, she was there for 4 hours. Yeah, she made $50 an hour. Pretty fucking awesome.
How much did you make an hour, Skippy?
Fuck, I don't even remember. I don't know if it was $50 an hour.
I'm sure it was, unless you count all your cook time and stuff. But
Well, of course you got to count cook time, right? The time the meat was on the smoker to the time you dropped the trailer off at night. You're confused.
yeah, I got a problem. Somehow, at some point, I don't know if we responded to like a Facebook post that we were interested in something, and then just got scheduled for it.
Oh boy.
But earlier in the month, the Caledonia Farmers Market, Jerry Ann reached out to me. Says,
Yeah.
hello, I know that you are on the calendar for the Caledonia's Farmer Market.
Hey, what days are you on the calendar for?
That's what my response was. I said, hey, Jerry Ann, I can't seem to find any previous communication from the market. And I don't have anything. Nowhere. Want to make sure that I have all appropriate dates and times down. Can you let me know what you have us down for, please? So it was only 2 days.
Oh.
I think. Oh, it says disregard. I found it. Sorry about that. Huh. Oh, now shit. I gotta go find shit. No worries. I'm just trying to get my S together. Thanks. Oh, so now I gotta go digging for all this shit and tell them, because I know one of the dates that they had me down we aren't available. So, oh, I know where I found it. I found it on their website because they had the farmers market calendar with the trucks that are going to be there and shit, and that's where I found which dates we had.
Okay.
Still, zero other indication about me accepting these dates.
So it sounds like you're going to the farmer's market.
Nope, because we have a festival that day. Ironically, in the same town, and it's called the Support Local Fest. But it's at Deep Roots, the farm that we go to every fall. This is the first year they're putting it on. We're probably gonna do much better there than we would at the farmers market. I'm gonna guess the farmers market's gonna be pretty dead that day because everybody's gonna be out at Deep Roots. So yeah. Anywho, so yeah, I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row. Got a lot of emails this week about payments needed for festivals in the summer that need to be in by May 1st.
Oh yeah.
I got like 4 or 5 of them all on Friday.
Yeah.
Please pay by May 1st. I'm like, okay. Are you sure?
We're getting there.
Waiting for my Aetna deposit to come through for the week. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. I thought they usually had those on Mondays, so maybe it was Tuesday that I got the last one. But not that I'm worried.
Right?
No, we're finally starting to, I hate to say it, but after our whole refrigerator debacle, and then the subsequent 2 slowish weeks, and yeah, just nothing seeming to go right. Yeah, we're finally starting to feel like we're getting caught back up in a cash flow type of scenario. So
yeah,
but then we got catering for 700 people that we have to pay for. Yeah, so it'd be nice to have the extra funds, just so I don't have to have a panic attack every time I run the card. Get my,
No.
not that we'd be overdrawn, just the notifications of, because I get notified every time we spend more than $250. So it's nice not to have to think about it when you get to, certain levels in your bank account.
Oh, I know.
And we're finally getting to May, and May is usually when things start to, my anxiety goes down a little bit for the year. So, yeah. But yeah, you want to talk? Oh, we only got a half hour left, bud. Are we even going to get to? Let's get to. Have you done your research? Did you do your homework?
I did some. I have to get back into my shit's not moving the way I want it to.
I did not see pricing for Revel. Did you?
No. Hold on.
At least not on their website. I'm sure it's a contact sales, but
Well, please hold.
Oh, Pet Dance Shop 6 commented on our
Revel POS. Revel POS pricing starts at $99 a month.
All right.
This includes inventory, employee, and customer relationship management integration. So it looks like our friends over at Forbes has done a review on Revel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were definitely on the list that we had.
No, they did a separate review on Revel.
Separate review? Okay.
Yeah.
I have it pulled up here.
I can share my screen. Well, I can't share my screen. I'm on a different screen.
Oh, yeah.
However,
so from what I off their website, it looks pretty standard. It's a iPad based. So it doesn't seem like they have their own, at least for POS side of things, their own equipment. So it's all iPad geared.
Correct.
They do have a kitchen management system that is theirs. It doesn't go out to third party like Square's does. Which I kind of like. But overall, it looks pretty similar to Square in the feel. A lot of the same features, from what I can tell. At least from a POS. It doesn't look like they have. I didn't dig super deep into their professional services, but it doesn't look like they do payroll.
Well, and that's the thing here is I see. I think payroll is in there. No, sorry. Well, it's just it's employee based, so it doesn't say payroll. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's $99 a month. This includes inventory, employee and customer relationship management integration, as well as reporting and analytics. It's worth noting that you need to purchase at least 2 terminals with this plan. The processing package offers EMV, short for EuroPay, MasterCard, and Visa, Apple Pay, and an in-house dedicated support team. All card types are included. This is charged as a flat fee. Revel's implementation services start at $674. This package comes with personalized setup as well as hardware installation. This option makes sense for those who have a lot of technical knowledge or who don't have a lot of technical knowledge and could use a live human help with getting started. Financial features. Offers a flat processing rate of around 2.49% on all transactions, similar to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And a significant bonus is if you're receiving a better rate from a previous processor, you can stick with. Hold on. Oh, you can stick with them as a processor. So if you're getting a better rate with another processor, you can actually stick with them, but still use Revel services. Weird.
Okay.
There is no free version to start off with.
And that was kind of the nice thing about Square. I mean, not necessarily free, but I mean, you had some processing fees, but you could order a reader and take payments.
Yeah, they were offering like the first reader was free.
Well, yeah, I mean, just the little one that you plugged into your phone, you could get those for free from the time they started. Like I had like 6 of them randomly around from whenever we did stuff.
Yeah, I keep one as a backup just in case.
Yeah. Well, now I like that I can use, I can tap to pay on my phone.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So if worse comes to worse, we can always do it there. Yeah, they do online orders. Like I said, a lot of their features are the same. Loyalty programs, gift cards. Skippy, have you done gift cards yet, or any type of loyalty program?
We have done yes and no. We haven't done electronic gift cards. We have given out basically a version of our business card with on the back of it says good for up to $15 value. That's our version of a gift card.
Okay.
And a loyalty program is they get to see me when they come back. It's fantastic.
It's supposed to be rewarding, Skippy.
It is a reward. You kidding me? Look at this face.
I try not to.
Oh. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess, like, for this type of system, for a POS system, you have to figure out how intricate you want to get. If you're going to run 4 trucks, yeah, you probably need something a lot more intricate, a lot more application based, things like that. But if you're just running your normal truck, I think something as simple as Square would be great. I think this Revel seems to be more geared towards non-food truck related. I think it's geared towards restaurant, brick and mortar.
All right. I mean, I think it would work just fine.
I'm not saying it wouldn't.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I mean they self-service kiosk built in, which is from the looks of it, it's just a version of what like our online ordering screen is. Just with a little iPad holder and a credit card and printer out there. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. There's nothing mind blowing. And I think that's where we're at as a problem with all these different ones is there's nothing spectacular. We're quibbling over, 0.1% in processing fees, or $10 a year in your subscription for the service.
So let me give you an example. So when I say that I think it's geared towards brick and mortar,
mm-hmm.
is I'm looking at the POS options that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks to be a large iPad stand. And the credit card reader / processor is one that you would find inside a convenience store or at a mom and pop diner or
mm-hmm.
something like that. It's not even as intricate as, the checkout from Meijer or Walmart or anything.
Right.
It's just a small little push button thing. And their POS, it comes with looks like it comes with a reader, with a scanner, and a printer. But I mean, they're charging $1,500 for it.
Yeah.
Or $1,000 for it, somewhere around there. You get the one with the cash drawer that QuickBooks offers is almost $2,400. So I think with the dollar amounts that I see, I think there are other cheaper alternatives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would still like to see a better inventory system on any of these. That's geared towards us barbecue people.
So we had Tiki Sam on the podcast a while back. Great news. His wife is doing well. Definitely free of the FU
See?
cancer.
Mm-hmm.
He started using this processing system called Cash Drop.
Okay.
And I've looked it up, and I'm back on their website now. Basically, what Cash Drop does is it puts the credit card processing fee back on the customer as a line item on their bill.
Okay.
So basically, the customer's paying to use Cash Drop. They have their own POS, take all sorts of whatever payments. And it got me thinking, do you have to have some sort of disclaimer that it says if you're using a credit card, whatever the processing fee is going to be added?
Yes.
You should, right? You should have that some sort of disclaimer.
I think you're supposed to. Like, I think there's a legal precedence there that you have to.
What I like about him is the reports are good, the POS is good.
Skippy.
Notice all credit card. Oh,
The guy that did our shirts had one up. So we used a card and he passed on the 3.9 or whatever, 2.9 or whatever it was. Yeah.
oh,
Yep. I think most people will tell you. I mean, at a minimum, when that happens, they let you know. No different than like I bought things on or over the phone. Like I'm giving payment information. Like, yep, it's an extra 3% if you're going to use your card. No problem. You know.
yeah.
I don't think it's that unusual. I think it's become more of a thing because more people are doing it. Kind of like the tip screens on the POS or on the credit card readers. You know.
Well, so
I
now
think people are having a problem with it because it's more prevalent because those screens now just auto prompt everywhere.
So I was initially running my invoices with a service charge of 3.5 or 3%.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got an email from Square that said I couldn't do that anymore. So I'm wondering, like, do you just type in, like, how do they do it on their POSs if they're still charging, a 3% surcharge? If you can't add it as a surcharge to
How
Square,
did you have yours labeled?
Credit card fee, I think.
Yeah, that was probably the problem.
Oh, probably just how. Okay.
So probably just do it as a service charge.
Well, it was labeled. I mean, it was under that category.
But if they're doing it as a deep dive and being able to pick out what you call it, yeah, because I saw it somewhere. So fee is it? Oh, service charge. No, damn it. Service charge. Oh, that's not what I want. Anyways, yeah, I saw it somewhere else where you can add those in. Where Square actually has the option for them. But yeah, I would just not call it anything and just call it a service fee. To call it and again, like I think we talked about before, you could always do it as a discount instead of as a fee. You know, do a cash discount of 3.5%. So just bump all your prices up 3.5%, and then do a cash. Just paying with cash, you get 3% off. Of course, then for a truck like me, where everything's on the frickin' quarter, now we're back to all these odd amounts and having to keep a full thing of change again. So, and every time I clear out those frickin' dimes, nickels, and pennies out of the drawer, someone always brings in like 75 cents in odd change, and it's not 3/4.
Yeah.
So I given up. I quit. Yeah. So we count nickels, dimes, and pennies every day now at the end of the day, even though we don't take any of the odd amounts.
So it looks like with this cash drop it comes with a KDS system. There's an app. Doesn't look to be like any monthly fees. It looks like you just download the app and you kind of go. Built-in online ordering with automated text notifications, real-time sales dashboard, customer service. And the customer service lady is wearing a Metallica shirt, so I already like her already.
Let's try to make these Americans feel more comfortable.
So it'll be interesting to see what type. It's got to be an iPad type display. But anyway, so I have an event with him on Sunday. I'm going to take a look at it.
Okay.
You do anything for Sunday? Any Cinco de Mayo specials?
Oh, that is Sunday, isn't it?
It is Sunday. Yeah.
I haven't given it a single thought.
Oh, we're going to do we're having a little Cinco de Mayo rally at our local Home Depot to be the pizza guy, the hot dog guy, and the Kona Ice lady.
No, it's been it's such a crazy week for us with private events. We have a wedding on Saturday night. Like it's the furthest thing out of my head is Cinco de Mayo. So I know
you had asked about busiest days.
Excuse me. Jeez.
I just got another request for June 14th, which is a Friday. So I have a music event at a golf course in Battle Creek. And I have a drop off the same day of, I think this one is the, so we're talking like 200 people.
June 15th for us is the day that we keep getting asked about.
Oh, June 8th is mine for sure. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. Whew.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we're not even getting paid for June 15th. I'm doing an event for free for the whole day. And it's the one day that everybody keeps asking if we're available for. So it's my dad's unofficial retirement party. Yeah. It's like, of course it's this day.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is it at MEC?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it local?
No. It's at my brother's house.
Offer pickup.
Offer pickup.
Can you sell out at your dad's retirement party?
So it's actually going to be us and another truck there. But yeah, we won't run out of food. It'll be a good event.
You're going to have the good old Southern Q running too?
No, probably not. It's only going to be a couple hundred people.
Why wouldn't you offer pickup? Or have
because I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to deal with it.
Oh, all right.
Chris and Caleb are going to be working the truck. I'm not working the event.
Oh.
I'll be enjoying the party. Because it's my dad's retirement party.
Whatever.
After 50 years in the electric business. And then he's got his formal retirement party in Grand Rapids that I also have to be at and also have to talk at.
Why do you have to talk?
Apparently I'm like expected to because I'm his son or something. So
yeah, Dad.
I think we'll do it a good spin that I'm proud of him, but I wish he would have been around more when I was a kid instead of working all the time.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
See if I can't make him feel bad.
Myself everything, Dad.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, Mom really had it rough being a single parent. All I wanted to do was play catch with my dad, and he was too busy working.
Yeah.
Just kidding. He
told me
was
to go
great.
outside and play dirt while he was on conference calls.
Yeah. My dad was great. He coached Little League for me, taught me how to play golf. My dad was great.
He's still such
and he already has an immense amount of guilt about how much he was gone forever. So I would never do that to him because it might ruin him. I was gonna head something else.
Hey, have you heard about the guy who works a lot? Yeah, that wasn't my dad.
No,
well, congratulations to Bert.
Yeah, my early childhood memories with my dad were me going up to his office on a Saturday, and we would watch cartoons in the conference room. That was also his office. So we'd watch cartoons there while he was working, and then we'd go play on the utility trucks out in the garage. Because we had free reign of the building. We'd play in the drive-thru, like send the little tubes, because they had the tube back then.
Oh.
We'd play with that stuff. And, yep.
Figure out how heavy something could get sucked up in.
Everybody's got hickeys on the sides of their faces.
She punched me.
I think you got my brain. Hey, we did baked potatoes this week.
Yes, I saw that. So talk to me about, first of all, I have one bone to pick with you.
Oh, Jesus. Of
Why
course
would
you
you
do.
call it Spud McKenzie?
Because potatoes are known as spuds?
Correct, but do you know the name of the dog is Spuds McKenzie?
Yes, I'm aware.
Well, why'd you just do Spud?
It probably got auto-corrected.
Oh,
And,
okay.
no, we did that intentionally. We didn't want Budweiser to have any issue with us. I didn't want to get a cease and desist.
You really think they would?
No.
We're big in India, not St. Louis.
Yes, I'm aware of the dog. That's what it's the whole thing.
Okay, well, that makes
Kind of
sense
like
now.
our Abe Froman rap is from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
And every once in a while, somebody will think they're so clever because they understand the reference. Hey, did you guys know that was from Ferris? No, I just pulled that out of my ass. A sausage wrap named the Abe Froman. Anyway, they went really well. They were very tasty. Potatoes take forever on the smoker. So for them to get to that nice, fluffy, soft texture, they need to reach a temperature of at least 200 degrees inside. Potatoes are very dense. It's a very dense vegetable. So we were at about 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was 3 hours just in a full pan, just to keep them from rolling around too much in the smoker when we were moving. 3 hours, and then we wrapped them in foil. The whole pan, not individually wrapped the potatoes, for the last couple hours. But yeah, about 5 hours. So, yep. And then we just did a crisscross cut with a knife on top of them, squished them down a little bit. Some butter.
Stick butter?
Yeah, melted stick butter.
Oh, melted. You went melted stick butter. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want clumps of butter anywhere, just in case it didn't melt all the way.
Probably would have melted really, really easily.
I imagine it would have, but originally I was going to do parquet, just because the squeeze is easy. It's an easy thing to do. Yeah. But we just melted some butter. Yeah, and then a nacho cheese sauce, pork brisket, sour cream, onions, jalapenos, some barbecue sauce on top of that. Yeah, Chris thought they needed a little bit more salt. I said, "You're out of your GD mind," but okay. Between the salt that's in the meat, the nacho cheese sauce, which is pretty salty. Oh yeah, and it had bacon on it too. So,
what were you selling these bad boys for?
$4,000 a piece.
Did you wrap them in gold too? Shit.
Potatoes are cheap, man. I don't remember what our price point on them was. I want to say 10, 11 and 13 maybe. Hold on, let me look it up.
That's a cheap ass potato.
Well, if you buy them by the case from GFS, it's a 20-pound case? No. 25-pound case, I think. For $14. Versus if you go to Meijer or somewhere and buy them individually by the pound, they're like $1.70 a pound. So I'm blessed.
What kind of potatoes did you buy?
Just Idaho russets, the big giant. Russets. Yeah, big hefty potatoes. Potatoes. Yeah, 13 and 11. 11 for pork, 13 for brisket. Probably. Do I feel people got their money's worth?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So Meijer has a 10-pound bag of russet potatoes for $5.89.
But those are going to be smaller. They're not going to be. So typically those ones that are in the 5-pound bags are the smaller, like a baseball-sized potatoes.
Okay.
So yeah, the ones we got are yay long.
The bakers.
Yeah, what you would think of as a good baked potato sized baked potato. So
yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure you saw the photos I had. So that was I think a 6-inch round container.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it filled it well, and yeah. Yeah, and everybody, someone said it was their new favorite special and thinks they should be added to the menu, and they will not be added to the menu because I am not doing that every day. The worst part of it was freaking poking it with all the potatoes with a fork to let some of the steam, like stabbing all the freaking potatoes.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Even though you're not microwaving, it still helps them cook a little bit faster. But a meat tenderizer probably would work, and I just don't have one. So, which is how Troy Connor used to do his chicken skin.
Oh yeah.
The first time I saw him do that, it was probably our second year or whatever, and he's over there with his chicken skin wrapped around a sweet onion. This fucking meat tenderizer. I said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's how he does it. He always did it. The onion gives the chicken skin some flavor, and the holes help it cook better." Uh-huh. Yeah, he'd have a sack of onions every contest, and that's the only thing he used them for, was to tenderize a chicken skin on his thighs. Yeah, I don't scrape them. I do this instead. All right, this seems like more work.
I like it.
But he was the master back then. So
Yes, he was. That's why the Great Lakes Barbecue Association has memorialized him as the man of the team of the year.
Yep. I miss Troy. Troy was a good time. Back when barbecue contests were fun.
Speaking of that, I'll be that this weekend. Woo! Yay!
God, you're doing another contest?
Yeah.
Why don't you work? Jeez.
Just letting it ride, bud. Just letting it ride.
So we're here at the end of April.
Yeah.
You want to talk about how awful your April was? How are we doing, Skippy? How was your month? How was your year shaping up?
Not bad. Not a bad month.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So let's pull up two things so I can what the fuck am I doing? Okay. Okay. So this month. So this month versus prior year. No. That's there we go. Oh, there we go. This month versus prior year, I do have tomorrow still. I am down 7%, even after taking a week off.
All right. You said that's for the month?
Correct.
Down 7%, not bad.
But I need about $1,200 tomorrow to be in line.
All right, you can do that. 1,200 is not a bad day.
I have a double shot tomorrow, so we're actually going out for a lunch and a dinner.
It's pouring out here.
Is it?
We are in the heavy rain section of our day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's raining hard. Good, Skippy. So so you're just down for the month. How are you doing for the year? Granted, I know you have extra days, but
I'm up 39%.
Nice work, bud.
Well, again, that's
extra days, but still, hey, up is up.
Yeah, basically, I'm up 15,000 over last year.
Just think of how sad you'd be if you were down 39% with being open extra days.
So actually, hold on a second. I mean,
okay.
let's do the reality of it.
All right.
Let's do the reality of it. Let's say not extra days. Okay, so the reality of not extra days. So March 1st basically is when I started.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still up almost 5%.
Good work.
So I'm still up by like $1,500.
Good, bud. Glad to hear it. Yeah, we are. April to April, we're up about 20%, and that's even with me taking off the $1,300 in extra craziness invoice. For the year, January through April, we're still down 1%. But we're less days this year than we were last year. So we had January, February sales last year. This year we don't. So
well, you're going to get a severe influx.
Yes, I imagine that will be corrected this week. Yeah, I mean, last May we did 49,500. It was our second busiest month. And then May and June. So June was 52,000. So we did 100.
So do you think you're going to try to skip July this year and just take July off?
No. Why would I take July off?
You said it's by far your worst month ever.
Actually, last year was August, but yeah, historically July has been our slower month. No, yeah, we have. I feel good about our 4th of July week events. We're getting some stuff for July, some new things. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, and then August was our slowest full month of the summer. So 38. So yeah, April is gonna be busier than our last August was, probably, which is crazy. But yeah, overall last year our slowest month of the year was October for a full month at 32. And we were really struggling for whatever reason. We were really struggling. I don't remember if weather was a problem last year where it started getting wet, where it has been this year.
What's your highest month so far ever? 49,000.
June 52.7, 52.8 almost. So that was our first month that we hit over 50. So I expect that May and June will both be over 50 this year. Largely in thanks to Etna.
I expect June to be quite heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a good year. We're week 8 right now, which is pretty close to a quarter point after this week of the season. So I think we're open for 35 weeks this year. So yeah, we're after next week, we'll be at the quarter mark of our year already. So, I know it's flying by. We'll be in Orlando. We'll be in Orlando playing golf in no time, Skippy.
Good, excellent.
I just looked at flights yesterday. Leave on Saturday, come back on Friday, or Sunday. Leave Sunday, come back Friday.
Oh, we're going down for that long?
Yeah, I am. Because I'm planning on taking a couple extra days and enjoying warm weather. But it was $240, I think, round trip on Allegiant from Grand Rapids.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be the way I fly. Flying my clubs down on Allegiant makes me a little nervous, but I will definitely be playing some golf down there. So. Anywho, it is 10:35. I got some stuff to do. I got another 200 or 300 pieces of chicken to separate. I got pork butts on right now for Wednesday. Got mac and cheese to make. Got coleslaw to make. I got all kinds of stuff to do today. So we're gonna get the hell out of here, everybody. Thanks everybody for listening that stayed with us the whole time. Even on the TikTok, we ended up with, let's see how many viewers we had. 98 total viewers at some point that stayed for parts of it at least. 12 views on the YouTube. Average length of 21 minutes. Thank you, those people. And Riverside was pretty quiet today, but that's okay. We're still in the charts in India. We fell out in Taiwan. Bummer. And Canada. At one point in time, we were on all 4. So we hit US, Canada, Taiwan, and India all in the same week. So thank you everybody for listening. Keep on listening. Keep sharing with all your friends. It's much appreciated. And make sure you
yes, sir.
What? Yeah, what?
I said yes, sir.
Oh. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep subscribing. Thank you, everybody. We will talk to you next week. Same time, 9 o'clock. Have a wonderful day. Good.
Woot woot.